All right. Good afternoon, class. Good afternoon, class.
Good afternoon,
Good
ma'am.
Good
afternoon po.
afternoon
Good
po.
afternoon, ma'am.
Ayan po.
All right. So, am I clear to your ends? Malinaw naman ako sa inyo.
Opo.
Yes
Okay.
po.
Can you see also my screen?
Yes po.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Okay. So, before we go on to our discussion for this afternoon, let me remind everyone with regards to your attendance. Okay, so pwede na kayong mag-time in. That is for the attendance of Mat 152. Don't forget to take a screenshot of our lesson for today. And then, yun yung gagamitin ninyo. 30 minutes. So, until 2 p.m., pwede kayong mag-attendance. And then, right after the class, pwede na kayong mag-time out. Okay, so mamaya, i-remind ko rin naman kayo dun. Okay, so same link lang din yung gagamitin ninyo for time in and time out. Okay, so this online class is being recorded since this will be uploaded into YouTube platform para hindi na ako gumawa ng panibagong video lecture for this topic. Okay, so medyo mahirap din kasing mag-record since you are my third session for today. Okay, so ayun. Okay, so let us start now. Actually, hindi na ako gumawa ng panibagong PowerPoint presentation kasi parang mas mafe-feel nyo yung lesson natin kung ang nakikita nyo ay yung mismong module na hawak nyo rin ng hard copy. So, kung hindi nyo masyadong makita yung sulat ko, pwede nyong sulatan din yung mismong modules ninyo para at least, di ba, real time tayo na sabay na nagsusulat. Okay? And then also para mas maintindihan niyo rin kung ano ba yung nilalaman ng inyong mga module. Okay? So previously on the previous weeks, we already talked about or we already learned about polynomials. Okay? And polynomials, nagsimula tayo sa kung paano inintroduce si polynomial, paano bang nagagawa si polynomial, and then later on ay nag-arithmetic tayo or dito pumasok yung addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division of the polynomials. So, next step naman natin is the factorization of polynomials. Okay? So, ito yung topic na to ay isa sa mahalagang topic natin na gagamitin natin pagdating ng calculus. Okay? Kasi ito yung isa sa makakapagpadali ng calculus natin. Okay? And this is polynomial factorization. So let us define first ano ba yung mga objectives natin or what is the learning targets of this module. So at the end of this module, students will be able to recognize the different methods of factoring polynomials and rewrite polynomials using factoring. So ibig sabihin, meron tayong different methods na mga gagamitin. Paano nga ba tayong magfa-factoring? Okay? And then, we have to rewrite the polynomials using factoring, meaning, yung isang polynomial na binigay sa atin ay i-rewrite natin siya sa panibagong itsura. Pero same pa rin sila ng value. Okay? So, now, dito tayo, let us define what is polynomial factorization. So when we say factoring a polynomial, this means breaking it down into simpler polynomials known as factors. So ito, from the word itself, factoring, so ibig sabihin, kukuhanin natin, ano ba yung factors? Okay? Ano ba yung mga pinaikli? Okay? Parang kumbaga, saan ba siya nanggaling? Like for example, sa isang number. Okay? Like for example, sa isang number natin, let's say si 10. Okay? Okay, halimbawa si 10. 'Di ba si 10 hindi lang naman siya nasusulat as 10. Okay? Using multiplication, nakukuha natin yung factors ni 10. Ano ba yung mga namumultiply natin para makuha si 10? 'Di ba we have 10 times 1. Kaya naman, pwedeng baligtad na 1 times 10. And then aside from that, pwede rin nating isulat si 10 as 5 times 2 o kaya naman baliktad na 10 is equal to 2 times 5. So meaning, yung value ni 10, hindi lang siya basta 10, pwede pala natin siyang isulat as 10 times 1, 1 times 10, 5 times 2, 2 times 5. And those are what we call the factors. Okay, that is what we call the factors. And of course, in polynomial, meron din tayong factors. Kaya lang, ang mahirap lang dito, meron na tayong variable na kasama. Okay, hindi lang siya basta numbers na hahanapin natin ano yung pinagmumultiply para makuha yung number na to. Kasi we are talking about algebra. And in algebra, pagdating sa numbers, pumapasok din dito yung mga letters. Okay? And letters are considered as numbers. Okay? So these factors, when multiplied together, result is in the original polynomial. So, ibig sabihin, yung sinasabi ko, na kahit makuha natin factors, babalik at babalik lang din siya sa original niya. Okay? For instance, we have polynomials p of x, r of x, and q of x, such that p of x is equal to q of x times r of x. So dito, si p of x, yan yung sinasabi natin dito na polynomial or the original polynomial. And then si qx at si rx, yan na may tinatawag natin na factors. Okay? And when we are factoring polynomials, ang kinukuha natin is the prime polynomials. Okay, and these prime polynomials are polynomials that cannot be divided into simpler polynomials. Okay, so ibig sabihin, balikan natin muna si 10. Okay, sabi natin kay 10, meron tayong apat na factors. 10 times 1, 1 times 10, 5 times 2, and 2 times 5. Okay, pero dalawa lang dyan ang sinasabi natin na prime. When we say prime, ibig sabihin, hindi mo na pwedeng hatiin pa or wala nang ibang factor pa yung factors niya. Okay? Dito kasi, pansinin natin si 10 times 1. When we multiply 10 times 1, si 10, kaya pa nating i-divide yan, di ba? Kasi sabi natin 10 is also equal to 5 times 2. So, ibig sabihin, hindi pa prime number si 10. Kasi si 10, pwede pa siyang magkaroon ng another factors. Unlike kay 5 times 2 at kay 2 times 5 na si 5, wala ka nang ibang pwedeng i-multiply pa dyan maliban kay 1 para makuha si 5. At kay 2, ganun din. Diba? Si 2, makukuha lang natin kapag 1 yung minumultiply. Okay? So therefore, when we say prime numbers, ito, yung kapag minultiply mo sa sarili niya, minultiply mo sa 1, yung value niya, yun lang yung magiging factors niya. Okay? And then, the goal of factoring is to break down a polynomial into a product of prime factors. Okay? So, when we achieve this, we say that polynomial is factored completely. Okay? Kasi, when we are factoring, yun nga, sabi ko nga sa inyo kanina, isa to sa magagamit natin sa calculus. Kasi, meron tayong mga may encounter na ang haba-haba, ang laki-laki ng mga numbers, pero nun pala, pwede natin siyang i-factored out para lumiit, para hindi tayo mahirapan mag-solve. Okay, lalo na ang mga calculators natin, hindi naman yan unlimited ng pwede mong i-type. Okay? Meron lang din yan pwedeng i-type sa, may maximum number of digits lang din tayo na pwedeng i-type sa ating laptop. Sa ating calculators. Okay? So, the simplest type of factoring polynomials, of course, when there is a factor common to every term. Okay, when we say common, ibig sabihin may pagkakamo-kamo ka. Okay? So, like for example, we have AB plus AC. And this is equal to A multiplied by quantity B plus C. Okay, so ito kasi ay yung reverse version of the distributive property. When we say distributive property, di ba, dinidistribute natin yung nasa labas. Like for example, ito, si A, pag dinistribute mo yan kay B at kay C, makukuha mo ngayon si AB plus AC. Kaso, in reverse tayo ngayon kasi ang kailangan natin is to factor out. Like for example, we have AB plus AC. Kung mapapansin natin, they have the same factor na A. Tama? Diba? Pareho silang may A eh. So, ibig sabihin, pwede nating ilabas si A. Pwede nating alisin si A, and then, ang natira na lang ngayon ay si B plus C. At kapag yan ay minultiply natin, babalik at babalik lang din siya sa original function niya, which is, kapag dinistribute natin yan, magiging AB plus AC. So, yun yung isa sa reason kung bakit sinasabi natin na parang nagre-write lang tayo ng polynomial. Okay? Kasi iisa lang din naman yung kalalabasan pa rin nila kahit mag-factor out tayo. Okay? And when we are factoring out the common, okay, the common factor in every term, this is what we call the greatest common factor. Okay? So, siguro hindi naman nabago sa inyo yung term na greatest common factor since yan ay natatakel na even before you are in elementary. 'Di ba? Meron na tayong tinatawag na GCF, greatest common factor. Okay? So, a monomial ax raised to k is called the greatest common factor, or what we call the GCF, of a polynomial in x with integer coefficients if both of the following are true. First is a is the greatest integer factor common to all of the polynomial coefficients. So, ibig sabihin, si a daw yung number. Okay, yung given number. Ano daw, siya daw yung common sa kanila. And then k is the smallest exponent on x found in all the terms of the polynomial. Okay? So, si k naman, siya naman yung lowest exponent dun sa variable x natin. So, para mas maintindihan nyo din, let us have an example. Okay? So, sabi sa natin dito, example number 1, determine the GCF of the following polynomials. So, letter A muna tayo. We have 7x plus 21. Okay. We have two terms, tama? And in these two terms, ano yung may pareho sila? Parehong may number, parehong may variable, o parehong may number at variable? Anyone? You can
Parehong
unmute. Parehong
May number
number.
po.
parehong may number. Pero hindi sila parehong may variable,
But
tama? Okay. So, dito, ano kaya yung greatest common factor ng dalawang number? Kasi di ba ang dalawang number natin is si 7 at si 21. Ano kaya yung common factor nila?
7 po.
Bakit 7?
Kasi po yung 21 is divisible by 7 po.
Alright, very good. Okay, kasi di ba si 7, pwede natin yan isulat as 7 times 1, and then si 21 naman ay pwedeng isulat as 7 times 3. So, meaning they have the same factor na 7. And when we are factoring that, so labas lang natin si 7, sino na lang ang natira? Okay, so ibig sabihin, divide lang natin. 7x divided by 7. We have
1 po.
7x divided by 7.
X po.
X po.
X. Very good. Okay, huwag niyo kalimutan, hindi naaalis si X. Okay? And then, plus. Okay, 21 divided by 7.
3 po. 3 po.
We have 3. So, ibig sabihin, na-factor out natin siya as 7 times x plus 3. At kapag yan ay dinistribute natin, babalik at babalik lang din siya sa original function niya na 7 times x is equal to 7x plus 7 times 3 is 21. So, ibig sabihin, tama yung nakuha natin na factor. But, the question is, determine the GCF. So, ano yung GCF na nakuha natin?
7 po.
7. Very good. Okay, so ibig sabihin, ito ngayon yung ating nakuhang sagot. Okay? So, any question with regards to our first example? May question ba?
Wala po.
Okay, so madali-dali pa siya, diba? Okay, so now let us proceed to letter C. Kasi medyo madali lang naman yung letter B eh. Doon tayo kay letter C. Try natin. Dito na lang. Mas maluwang. Okay. So, sa letter C, sabi sa atin, we have negative 5x raised to 4 plus 25x cubed minus 20x squared. Okay. So dito, ano ngayon ang meron silang pare-pareho? Parehong may number, parehong may variable, o parehong may number at variable?
Lahat
Pare-
po.
Lahat. Okay, tama. So, ibig sabihin, kung papansin natin, all of our terms has coefficients and we have variable with exponents. Okay. So, ang gagawin natin dito is, para hindi kayo mahirapan, dun muna tayo sa numbers. Okay? So, sa numbers muna tayo. Sulat ko muna yung bawat coefficient. We have negative 5, positive 25, and negative 20. Okay. Itong tatlo na to, sa tingin ninyo, ano ang kanilang common factor?
5 po. 5 po.
5 lang?
Negative 5 po.
Okay. It's negative 5. Okay? Take note mga anak ha, pagdating sa algebra, ginagamit natin si positive and negative. Okay? So kung kaya nyo ilabas din si negative, much better. Okay? Para hindi rin kayo nahihirapan. Okay, if negative 5, ilabas natin si negative 5 sa kanila. Okay. Ano ang i-multiply natin kay negative 5 para makuha si negative 5?
Positive po.
Positive. Positive ano?
5 po.
Negative 5 times positive 5.
Positive
Pas-
1 po.
Positive 1. Very good. Okay, so positive 1. What about kay positive 25? Ano ang dapat natin i-multiply kay negative 5?
Negative 5 po.
Bakit negative 5?
Kasi
Kasi
po
negative.
negative times negative positive po.
Okay, very good. Kasi negative times negative is positive. Okay, what about kay negative 20? Anong kailangan natin i-multiply kay negative 5?
Positive 4 po.
Alright. Very good. We have positive 4 since negative times positive is negative. Okay. So kung papansin natin, they have the common factor na negative 5. Pero, dun pa lang tayo tapos sa ating coefficients. Paano naman yung ating variables? Okay. So sa variables natin, we have x raised to 4, x raised to 3, and x raised to 2. Okay. Dito, ang tatandaan ninyo, sabi nga sa atin kanina, 'di ba? Yung lowest exponent. Okay? So, yung may lowest exponent. So, we have x raised to 4, x raised to 3, and x raised to 2. So, dito magagamit natin yung pinag-aralan natin na properties ng exponents. Okay. Sino sa kanilang tatlo ang may pinakamababang exponent?
X squared po.
Si x squared. Okay, ang tanong ngayon, si x squared ba, pasok kaya siya sa loob ni x cube?
No po.
Ma'am, yes,
Hindi.
ma'am.
Bakit yes? Yan. Bakit yes? Paano nakapasok si x squared kay x cube?
Ma'am, kasi po 'di ba po sa may properties of exponent po, pag po magdi-divide, susubtract lang naman po yung exponent.
Ayun, very good. Okay, so may natutunan kayo doon sa properties of exponents, di ba? Okay, so since mas malaki yung exponent ni 3 at ni 4, ibig sabihin, pasok si 2 doon, di ba? So, ibig sabihin, dito muna tayo kay x squared. Si x squared, pag dinivide natin kay x squared yan ay magkakaroon ng 1. So, ibig sabihin, x squared times 1, makukuha natin si x squared. Paano naman kay x cube? Ay, sorry. Paano naman kay x cube, pag nilabas natin si x squared, sinong kailangan nating i-multiply para makuha natin si x cube?
X po.
X lang po.
Ma'am po.
X lang. Okay, very good. What about si x raised to 4? Ano ang kailangan nating i-multiply kay x squared?
X squared din po.
X squared din. Okay, very good. So, ibig sabihin, nakita na natin ngayon na ang greatest common factor ng tatlong ating term dito ay yung ating negative 5x squared. Okay? At para makuha natin yung factor niyan, okay, tuloy na rin natin sa factor niya, sino ngayon yung mga natira? Pero kailangan ipagtatabihin pa rin natin, ha? Okay, so syempre, ang tandem dito, si negative 5x raised to 4, diba? Ito, tsaka ito. Ang natira sa kanila ay si positive 1 and x squared. So, 1 times x squared is 1 times x squared.
X squared po, ma'am.
Okay, very good. We have x squared. And then, okay, sa pangalawa naman, ang natira na lang ay si negative 5 at si x. Negative 5 times x is?
Negative 5x po.
Okay, very good. We have negative 5x. And last one, sa huli natin, ang natira na lang ay si positive 4 at si 1. So, positive 4 times 1 is?
4 po.
Positive or negative?
Negative po, ma'am.
Hmm? Positive or
Positive
negative?
po.
Positive, ma'am.
Positive. Okay. So, positive 4. So, ibig sabihin, okay, very good. So, ibig sabihin, meron tayo ngayon na factor na negative 5x squared multiplied by the quantity of x squared minus 5x plus 4. So, ano ngayon yung GCF na nakuha natin?
Negative
Anyone?
5 po.
Negative 5.
Negative
Ano pa?
5x squared po.
Okay, very good. So, ang GCF natin na nakuha, yung nailabas natin ay ito, si negative 5x squared. Okay, so naintindihan ba on how to get the greatest common factor of a polynomial?
Yes
Opo.
po.
Yes daw po.
Okay, any question? May tanong ba?
Wala po.
Wala. Okay, so proceed na tayo. Okay? So, actually, on example number 2, nagawa na natin siya. Okay? Factoring polynomials by extracting the greatest common factor. So, kanina kasi actually dapat ang kinukuha lang is GCF. Pero ang ginawa na natin is ginamitan na rin natin ng factoring talaga. Okay? So, ngayon itry natin to. Letter B para mahaba-haba. We have 6x raised to 5 minus 10x raised to 4 minus 8x cubed plus 12x squared. Okay, tignan natin. Okay, dun muna tayo sa numbers nila, sa coefficients nila. We have 6, negative 10, negative 8, and 12. Ano kaya ang common factor nilang apat?
2 po.
2 po.
2. Okay. So, pag nilabas natin si 2, sinong i-multiply natin kay 2 para makuha si 6?
3.
3.
3 po.
3 po.
Very good. What about kay negative 10?
5.
Negative 5
Negative
po.
5.
Positive or negative?
Negative.
Negative po.
Negative po.
Negative. Very good. Okay, negative 5. What about kay negative 8?
Negative 4.
Negative 4 po.
Negative 4. Okay, very good. What about kay 12?
Positive
6 po.
Positive
6 po.
6. Okay. So, tapos na tayo pagdating sa coefficients. O, doon naman tayo ngayon sa variables. We have x raised to 5, x raised to 4, x raised to 3, and x raised to 2. Ano kaya ang kanilang common factor?
X squared po.
X squared. So, bakit x squared?
Kasi po si x squared po yung may pinakamababang exponent.
Alright, very good. Kasi nga, 'di ba, sabi ko nga sa inyo, ang common factor na agad nila is yung may pinakamababang exponent. exponent. Okay? So, which is x squared. Okay. So, pag nilabas natin si x squared, sinong i-multiply natin sa kanya para makuha si x raised to 5?
X cube po.
X cubed. Very good. What about the x raised to 4?
X squared po.
X squared. Very good. What about the x squared?
X po.
Ay, sa x cubed pala. Sorry. We
X
have
cube.
x lang.
Huh?
Okay. What about 90x squared? Para makuha si x
1 po.
cubed, di ba? I-multiply lang natin si x. And then, kay x squared, i-multiply na lang ay si 1. So, ano ngayon yung ating greatest common factor?
2x squared po.
We have 2x squared. So, kapag sinulat natin yan, we have 2x squared. Okay. And then, syempre, don't forget, may mga natira pa, di ba? O, dun muna tayo sa una. Ang natira is si 3 at si x cube. O, 3 times x cube. 3 times x cube.
3x cube po.
Okay. We have 3x cube. And then, negative 5 times x squared.
Negative 5x squared po.
Negative 5x squared. And then, next natin, negative 4 times x.
Negative 4x po.
Negative 4x. And lastly, 6 times 1 is
6.
positive 6. Okay. Alright. So, nakuha ba kung paano tayo mag-factor out using greatest common
Opo.
factor? Any question? May question ba?
None, ma'am.
Wala. Okay. So, ibig sabihin, naiintindihan.
Yes po.
Naiintindihan yung lesson. Okay. Sige. Dito naman tayo ngayon sa susunod natin. Okay? So, factoring formulas using special polynomial forms. Okay. So, ito, we have here na formulas na kung saan ay alam ko naman na na-encounter nyo na to. Ang hindi ko alam ay kung natatandaan nyo pa siya. Okay? So, ito yung tinatawag natin na mga special product rule na difference of two squares, perfect squares, sum of two cubes, and difference of two cubes. Okay? So, dito kasi, actually ito, mas maganda kung kabisado nyo siya. Ayan. Kasi nga, malaking tulong na to kung kabisado nyo siya. But then, baka mamaya may magtanong sa akin, Ma'am, papayagan niyo po ba kaming mag-open formula? No. Okay? Hindi po. Una sa lahat, si PRC, si board exam, hindi naman yan pumapayag na meron kang formula pag nag-take ka ng exam. Okay? And, pagdating ng board exam, hindi mo alam sa dami ng formula kung ano yung dapat mo lang kabisaduhin. So, ibig sabihin, dahil hindi mo alam kung ano lang yung kailangan mong kabisaduhin formula, kailangan makabisado mo lahat. Okay? Eh dito nga sa atin, pag nag-quiz tayo, pag nag-exam tayo, alam nyo lang kung ano yung coverage, diba? So, ibig sabihin, konti pa lang yung dapat na matandaan nyo. At para din kasi to sa inyo, sa totoo lang, okay? This is all for you. Mahirap kasi kung masasanay kayo na meron kayong formulas na hawak during your quiz, during your sit works, during your exams. Tapos, pagdating ng review nyo sa board exam, nagmamadali kayong kabisaduhin lahat. Okay? Kasi mas maganda, ngayon pa lang, meron nang nare-retain sa isip nyo kung ano-ano ba yung mga formulas para pagdating sa pagtitake nyo ng board exam, hindi kayong nararatel sa pagme-memorize. Okay? And also, this properties naman kasi ng mga product rule na to. Ano naman na to gamit na to. So, kada gagamitin nyo to, baka doon pa lang natatandaan nyo na kung ano-ano to. Okay? So, una, let us have the difference of two squares. So, difference of two squares, once na nakakita kayo ng format na a squared minus b squared, ito siya, Ang factor niyan agad ay quantity A plus B times A minus B. Actually, meron naman yung mga reason behind that eh. Dahil, ano naman siya, napatunayan na ganyan yung kanilang magiging factor. Okay? Kaya lang kasi, napag-aralan nyo na rin yan before, so hindi ko na siya masyadong i-discuss. Okay? So, A squared minus B squared, this is equal to the quantity A plus B times A minus B. And then, kapag naman nakakita kayo ng panibagong format, which is A squared plus 2AB plus B squared, okay? So, ang kanilang factor naman will be perfect square or the A plus B quantity square. So, kung mapapansin ninyo, kung positive si A squared, positive si 2AB, positive si B squared, therefore, yung kanyang factor ay positive din. Pero, yung kasunod niya, kung mapapansin nyo, alternate na may sign, positive, negative, positive. Therefore, yung kanyang factor will be negative. Okay? Yun yung pagkakaiba nila. So, kung positive yung gitna, positive din yung gitna ng factor. Kung negative yung gitna ng polynomial, negative din yung gitna ng factor. Okay? And then, we have this sum of two cubes. Ito naman, huwag kayong malilito. Okay? So, in sum of two cubes, baka makakita kayo, A cube. Okay? Cube naman yung kanyang exponent. A cube plus B cube, this is equivalent daw to the factor of A plus B times the quantity A squared minus AB plus B squared. Okay? So, ganyan yung kalalabasan niya. And then, kung halimbawa naman na minus or difference of two cubes, okay? So, kung minus yan, minus din yung nandoon sa ating factor. So, we have A minus B times, puro positive naman yung nasa loob na A squared plus AB plus B squared. Okay? So, nasusundan ba? Basta kailangan makabisado nyo to. Okay. Very good. So now, huwag kayong mag-alala kasi hindi naman yan basta kakabisaduhin nyo lang, okay? So let us have an example for each of the special product rule, okay? So first, factoring the difference of two squares. Okay, so we have to factor out naman yung difference ng two squares. So let us start first with A na x squared minus 9. Okay. We have x squared minus 9. So dito, pag nakakita kayo kaagad ng dalawa lang yung term niya, tapos minus pa yung nakagitna sa kanila, double check nyo na baka perfect square sila. Okay, perfect square yung parehong term. So paano natin madadouble check kung perfect square yung term? Si x squared ba ay perfect square? Paano natin nasabi na perfect square si x squared?
X times X
Ano ba?
po.
Ayun, very good. Kasi, x times x is equal to x squared. So, ibig sabihin, you are multiplying it to yourself. Diba? So, x times x. What about si 9? Perfect square ba si 9?
Yes.
Perfect square ni no?
3 times 3.
3 po. Ni 3 squared or 3 times 3. Okay. So, ibig sabihin, kung makikita natin, x squared minus 3 squared, kung i-rewrite natin siya, parang kahawig siya nung formula na a squared minus b squared. Diba? Looks familiar ba?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, kung looks familiar siya, baka yung kanyang factor ay yung a plus b times a minus b. So, ang gagawin nyo na lang dito is to determine sino si A at sino si B. Okay? Of course, si A, equate nyo lang dun sa katapat. Di ba sabi natin kamukha niya. So, x squared minus 3 squared. So, therefore, gawin natin, equate natin yung dalawa. Okay? Equate natin yung magkatapat. So, we have a squared is equal to x squared. And then, getting the square root of both sides, cancel. Matitira ay si A is equal to x. Nasusundan. Nasusundan ba?
Opo.
Okay. So now, next naman natin is to get the value of b. So sila naman yung i-equate natin. We have b squared is equal to 3 squared. So getting the square root of both sides. So cancel, cancel. Matitira si b as equal daw kay 3. So therefore, alam na natin value ni a tsaka ni b. So pwede na natin ngayong palitan. Okay? So yun yung sinasabi natin dito. Kaya may formula, ibig sabihin, magsa-substitute ka lang. So since sabi natin, we have x squared minus 9, and this is parang kamukha nito. So palitan lang natin, si a daw ay si x, plus ang b natin is 3, then quantity multiplied by the quantity of a, ano yung a natin? X ulit. Then minus, yung b natin is 3. So therefore, okay. So therefore, nare-write na natin siya as factors. Okay, so naintindihan po ba?
Opo.
Okay, any question? Malinaw, tama ba?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So kung malinaw tayo, let's proceed to another example of this factoring of difference of two squares. Let's use si letter B, 4x squared minus 25. Okay, ma'am, paano po kapag meron na siyang kasamang coefficient? Okay, so we have 4x squared minus 25. Okay, double check natin. Si 4x squared ba ay perfect square?
Yes.
Okay, so kung perfect square siya, i-ano na natin agad. Equate na natin agad siya kay a squared. A squared is equal to 4x squared para makuha natin agad yung value ni a. Okay, so therefore, cancel, matitira si a. Okay, square root of 4.
2.
2. Square root of x squared.
X.
X. Okay. So therefore, nakuha na natin yung value ni a na 2x. Okay, what about si 25? Oh,
5.
equate na natin kay b squared si 25. Getting the square root of both sides. Cancel, b. Okay, square root of 25 is?
5.
5. Very good. So therefore, nakuha na natin yung value ni a na 2x at si b ay 5. So, lipat lang natin ulit siya sa kanilang factor, sa a plus b times a minus b. Sabi natin, a is 2x plus b na 5, and then multiplied by a na 2x minus b na 5. So therefore, this is now our factor. Nakuha po ba? Everyone, nakuha?
Yes po.
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
so naintindihan yung lesson natin for factoring the difference of two squares. Okay, so don't worry kasi pwede nyo naman itong balikan later on after this class ay i-upload ko na rin siya kaagad sa YouTube. Okay? So next naman natin ay doon naman tayo ngayon sa factoring trinomials that are perfect squares. Okay, so trinomials, ibig sabihin three terms yung nakikita natin. Pero perfect square yung kanilang magiging factor. Okay? So let us have first our letter A. Okay, letter A natin is x squared plus 6x plus 9. Okay? And then here, x squared plus 6x plus 9. Ang una niyong titignan ay perfect square ba yung magkabilang terms? Yung first and last
Oo
term.
po.
Okay.
Ay, hindi pala.
Yung first term ba natin ay perfect square?
Opo.
Yes, perfect square. What about yung 9 natin?
Yes.
Yes po.
Perfect square din siya, diba? Na 9, which is 3 squared. Okay. Now, paano natin ngayon malalaman kung perfect square nga ba siya? Okay, kasi 'di ba sa perfect square natin, meron tayo doon na A plus B quantity squared at A minus B quantity squared. Okay. So, pero, balikan natin. Sabi sa atin dito that A squared plus 2AB plus B squared kapag puro positive. Ibig sabihin, positive yung gagamitin natin. Pero, kung halimbawa naman na negative, okay, gawin ko lang para hindi kayo malito. Pero kung halimbawa naman na positive, negative, positive, ibig sabihin, negative yung gagamitin natin. Okay, balikan natin ngayon yung ating given. Ano ba yung given sa atin? All positive, all alternate?
All positive.
po.
All positive. So therefore, ito ngayon yung gagamitin natin. Si A plus B squared. Okay. So sino ba muna si A? Okay. Again, equate lang natin x squared. Equate natin siya kay A squared. Okay, so A squared is equal to x squared. And then, get the square root of both sides. So, makukuha natin, A squared, cancel, then cancel ulit dito. Matitira, A is equal to X. Tama ba?
Opo.
Okay. And then, kay B squared naman, this is 9. And then, getting the square root of both sides, cancel, cancel, matitira si B. And the square root of 9 is 3. Tama ba? Tama ba?
Opo.
Opo.
Okay.
Opo.
Kaya lang, hindi nyo pa pwedeng sabihin that that is perfect square, ha? Kasi kung papansin niyo, hindi pa naman natin tinitignan si 6x. Eh. Di ba? Di ba meron tayo sabi, a plus b squared is equal to a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. So, okay na tayo kay a squared at kay b squared. Kailangan mapatunayan muna natin that 2ab, okay, 2ab is also equal to 6x. At paano yon? Okay, so 2, ano yung a natin? We have x. And then, ano yung b natin? We have 3. So, kailangan mapatunayan natin that is also equal to 6x. 2 times x. 2 times x.
2x po.
2x.
6x, ma'am.
We have 2x. Then, multiplied by 3, we have
6x. 6x.
6x. Okay. Nagtugma ba sila? Pareho ba?
Yes po.
Opo.
Yes. So, kung pareho sila, therefore, we can now say that this is real. This is really a perfect square. So, ang gagamitin na lang natin is to substitute. So, substitute lang natin yung value ni A at ni B. So, we have x plus 3 quantity squared. So, this is now your final answer. Okay, clear po ba tayo? Any
Opo.
question? May question ba?
Wala po.
Wala. Okay, so kung wala, proceed tayo. Let's have another example. Yung letter B naman. X squared, eto. Dito na lang para malaki-laki yung space. So, let's try naman si x squared minus 10x plus 25. Okay. So, si x squared plus minus 10x plus 25. Una, tignan nyo yung sign. Lahat ba yan positive or alternate?
Alternate po.
Alternate po.
Alternate. So, ibig sabihin, possible na magamit natin si a minus b quantity squared is equal to a squared minus 2ab plus b squared. Okay, so looks familiar naman din, 'di ba? Kung papansinin natin, kung sila ay itatapat natin, a squared minus 2ab plus b squared. Okay? So, equate tayo. Si x squared muna. Equate natin. A squared is equal to x squared. Getting these square root of both sides. Cancel, cancel. Matitira si A is equal to x. And then, yung nasa dulo naman natin, equate din natin. We have b squared is equal to 25. And then, getting the square root of both sides. Okay, cancel. We have b. Okay, square root of 25.
5 po.
5 po.
We have 5. Okay. So, since nakuha na natin yung values ng a and b, tignan muna natin kung magtutugma ba si negative 10x at si negative 2ab. So, since pareho naman na silang negative, both sides, mawawala na yan. O, try na natin si 10x kung tugma ba siya kay 2ab. We have 10x is equal to 2. Yung a natin is x, and then yung b natin ay 5. Okay, so 10x, 2 times x,
2x.
2x times 5, 10x 5.
25x.
We have
10 pala.
10x. Okay, o, nagkamukha ba sila?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So, kung nagkamukha sila, therefore, our factor here will be x minus 5 quantity square. So, this is now your final answer. Okay, malinaw po ba?
Yes, ma'am.
Any question?
Wala po.
Okay, so far naintindihan, sigurado.
Opo.
Okay, so let us proceed now to factoring the sum of two cubes. Okay, ito naman. Isa lang given na example. So, factoring the sum of two cubes. When we say cubes, ibig sabihin, cube root na. Hindi ibig sabihin na nakakakita kayo ng radical, lagi lang square root. Pwede rin yan magkaroon ng 3 sa labas. Ibig sabihin, cube root. Pero kung halimbawa na yung cube na yan ay napalitan ng 4, okay, ibig sabihin, fourth root. Okay, so kung ano yung mga number na nakalagay sa labas, yaan yung hinahanap na root. Okay, but then cube naman yung sinasabi sa atin dito, so we will be using 3. Okay, so dito our given is x cube plus 27. So dito, papansinin lang natin, ano yung ginamit na operation, plus or minus?
Plus
Plus
po.
po.
Plus po.
Okay. So, kung plus yung ginamit dyan, therefore, yung ating formula na gagamitin is a squared, a cube plus b cube is equal to a plus b times a squared minus 2ab plus b squared. Okay? So, yaan yung gagamitin natin. Kailangan ganyan yung mapalabas natin. Okay. So, pansinin natin, magkatapat lang naman sila, a cube plus b cube. So, therefore, ay equate lang ulit natin. Equate natin yung dalawa. We have a cube is equal to x cube. And then, getting the cube root of both sides. So, ibig sabihin, cube root of a cube. Anong mangyayari?
Cancel out po.
Okay, cancel out. Kasi cube na nga siya. Tapos, cube din yung exponent niya. And then, ganun din kay x, makakancel siya. So, ang matitira sa atin dito is that a is equal to x. And then, next naman natin, c, b cube is equal to 20. And then, getting the cube root of both sides, cube root of b cube.
B
Again,
po.
cancel. Okay, very good. Good. D na lang matitira. And then, ano ngayon ang cube root ng 27?
3 po.
3 to the third power.
Okay, very good. We have 3. Kasi di ba 3 times 3 times 3 is 27. So therefore, nakuha na natin yung values ng A and B. Then substitute na lang natin ngayon doon sa ating given formula. Okay? So we have x cubed plus 27 is equal to, ano yung A natin? We have x plus, ano yung B natin? We have 3. And then, quantity. Okay. We have A squared. Okay. So, ibig sabihin, i-square lang natin yung A natin, which is si x na lalagyan ng square. Minus. Okay. 2AB. Okay. So, dito. 2, ano yung A natin?
X po.
X. This is 2AB. 2. Ang A natin is x, and then B natin is 3. Okay. Simplifying this, 2 times x, we have
2x.
2x. And then, times 3, this is 2x, times 3, this is
6x.
6x. Very good. So, ibig sabihin, this is minus 6x. Plus, okay, b squared. Square daw natin si b, which is a 3. So, 3 squared is now equal to
3.
3 squared is equal to
3.
3 squared.
9 po.
Equals kay
9 po.
9. Pag di sinusulat, di nyo
9.
na natatandaan. Okay, so therefore, ito na ngayon yung na-form natin na factor niya. So, any question with regards to the sum of 2 cubes? May question ba?
Wala po.
Wala. Okay, so ibig sabihin, naiintindihan. Okay, next natin. Oh, kabaliktaran lang. Factoring the difference of 2 cubes. So, meaning, difference naman, kung papansin natin, minus naman yung nakalagay sa ating given. So, we have x cubed minus 125. So, since minus yan, ang gagamitin na natin na formula is that a cubed minus b cubed is equal to, ko lang to ha, is equal now to a minus b, quantity multiplied by a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. Okay? So again, equate lang ulit natin para makuha natin values ng a and b. So we have now a cube is equal to x cube. Okay, getting the cube root of both sides. Cancel, 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 cancel. Anong natira? A is equal to
X.
x. Very good. Okay, what about naman dun sa b natin? We have b cube is equal to 1. Cancel, cancel. Matitira si b. Okay, cube root of 125.
5 po.
5 po.
This is 5. Very good. Okay, so since alam na natin values ng A and B, pwede na tayong mag-substitute. Okay, so we have x cubed minus 125. So, substitute lang natin ang value daw ni A ay x minus value ni B ay 5. Okay, quantity. Then, multiplied by the quantity of A. Yung A natin ay x. Then, square lang natin siya. Plus, okay, 2AB. 2 times x. 2
2x po.
times x times 5. Okay, times 5.
10x po.
10 po.
That will be
10x.
very good. Okay, and then plus, yung b natin is 5. Then when we square 5, 5 squared is
25.
25.
25. Okay. So therefore, ito na yung ating sagot. That x cubed minus 125 is equal to quantity x minus 5 multiplied by the quantity of x squared plus 10x plus 25. So any question?
None po.
Any question?
Wala po.
Okay, so walang tanong, naintindihan? Sigurado?
Opo.
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 So, yaan ay kung sakali na pumasok siya doon sa special product rule natin. Okay. E paano kung halimbawa na wala na nga siyang GCF, wala siyang common factor, tapos hindi pa siya kasali dun sa special forms. Okay? So, dito na tayo pumapasok ngayon sa ating gagamitin na general factoring method. So, ibig sabihin, parang hindi na siya, wala siyang greatest common factors, wala tayong mailalabas. Tapos, o kaya naman, hindi naman siya perfect square, hindi siya sum of ng two cubes, hindi siya difference ng two cubes, hindi siya difference ng squares, 'di ba? So, ibig sabihin, gagamitin na natin ngayon yung factoring method, the general factoring method. And when we say general factoring method, this is divided into two. Okay? First one is that kung yung leading term coefficient daw is 1. When we say leading term coefficient, coefficient daw nung x squared natin ay 1. Kasi when we say trinomial, mostly naman ang ginagamit natin dyan is x squared. Okay? Or kung halimbawang hindi x squared yung lumabas dyan, basta yung nasa pinakadulo, yung pinakauna, ay titignan ninyo kung ano yung kanyang coefficient. Kung ang coefficient niya ay 1 or walang kasama yung variable na yon, ibig sabihin 1 na agad yun. Okay? Like for example, x squared. Kasi 'di ba, imaginary na lang naman si 1 diyan. Okay? So meron tayong steps na susundan diyan. At ito, yung ituturo ko sa inyo, ito talaga yung technique na ginagamit ko even doon pa sa mga naturuan ko on my previous years of teaching. Okay? So, let's have an example sa letter A. X squared plus 10x plus 9. Okay. So we have here x squared plus 10x plus 9. Ang una niyong gagawin dyan, syempre, i-check niyo muna ano ba yung coefficient ng leading term, which is 1. Okay? So wala na tayong problema ngayon. Okay? Leading term, which is 1. Okay. Next step natin is to check your last term. Okay? The last term or the constant. Okay? So, dito, ang constant natin is si 9. Sulat ko si 9 dito. Ang kailangan natin gawin ngayon ay yung katulad sa ginawa ko kanina sa number 10. Yung 10. Yung hinanap natin yung factors ni 10. Okay, now, give me factors ng 9. Ano ang pwedeng i-multiply para makuha si 9?
9 times 1, 3 times 3 po.
Okay. So, we have, okay, so since this is positive, di ba? So, positive yan, we have positive 9 times positive 1. Okay? And then, possible din, di ba? Na 9 ay negative 9 times negative 1. Tama ba?
Yes po.
Opo.
Okay. O, wag niyo kakalimutan na may negative pa rin tayo. Okay. And then, another pa is positive 3 times positive 3. And of course, pwede rin pala na negative 3 times negative 3. Nasusundan?
Opo.
Opo.
Okay. So, since na-elaborate na natin, na-identify na natin ano yung possible factors, syempre, 4 yan. Alangan namang maging 4 yung ano natin, yung sagot natin, di ba? Isa lang yung magiging sagot natin. Ang next step natin dito is to check now your coefficient in the middle, which is positive 10. At para mapalabas natin si positive 10, what we are going to do here is to add your factors. Okay, tignan natin. Pag pinag-add ba yung dalawang factor, ano yung kalalabasan? Okay, positive 9 plus 1. Anong kalalabasan?
10 po.
Positive 10.
Positive or negative?
Positive
Oo
po.
nga, positive 10. What about this one? Negative 1 minus 1.
Negative 10.
Negative 10 po.
Oh, we have negative 10. Okay, yung pangatlo. Positive 3 plus 3.
Positive 6.
Positive 6.
Positive 6. And then last one, negative 3 minus 3.
Negative 6.
We have negative 6. Okay. Sabi natin, titingnan daw natin yung middle coefficient natin. Among these four na factors na nakuha natin, ano yung tumugma kay positive 10?
Yung first.
First
factor.
Yung ating
9 plus
una. Okay. Yun na sa una. Therefore, ang gagamitin natin ngayon dyan is yung una. Okay? So, what we are going to do here is just, kapag ganito, na x squared lang siya at 1 lang yung kanyang katabi, ang gagawin nyo na agad ay maglagay kayo ng x, and then parentheses, i-close nyo siya pero leave kayo ng space. Then, multiplied another x, space ulit, tapos, parentheses. And then, dyan sa na-leave natin na space, ang gagamitin natin is yung nakuha natin na factors, which is si positive 9 at si positive 1. So, what we're going to do here is just ilagay natin si plus 9, tapos dito naman si plus 1. So, therefore, ito na ngayon yung ating nakuhang final answer. Okay? So, kapag daw, pinactor out si x squared plus 10x plus 9, ang factor niyan ay x plus 9 times x plus 1. Okay? Any question? Everyone, naintindihan ba yung topic
po,
natin?
ma'am.
Opo.
Okay. May tanong ba? Baka may tanong before we proceed. Wala?
Wala po.
Okay, so let us have another example. Alright. So, let us have another example, yung letter B naman. Okay, dito tayo, gamitin natin to. Ang letter B natin is that, sorry, hindi nakikita. We have x cubed, x squared minus
Mami, nagtataas
3x
po ng kamay.
minus 28. Yes, anak. Ano yon?
Nagtataas po ng kamay si Ashley.
Ashley,
wala
ano
po.
yon? Kasi hindi ko nakikita. Ay,
Ma'am,
okay.
wala.
Baka napindot lang.
Hindi.
Okay na po, ma'am.
Okay, sige. Tuloy tayo. Okay. Una, again, i-check natin ano ba yung ating leading coefficient. So, the leading term coefficient is just 1, meaning walang nakalagay dyan. Therefore, what you are going to do is that maglagay tayo ng x, nag-leave ng space, and then another x, leave ulit ng space. Okay. Next step is that check your constant. And the constant is negative 28. Okay. Ano-ano ngayon ang factors ng negative 28?
Negative 7 times positive 4.
We have negative 7 times positive 4. Okay. Pero, take note ha, ang gusto nyo maging negative si 7. Pero, di ba pwede rin naman dyan na kabaligtaran naman si 7 ang positive, tapos si 4 naman ang negative. Nakuha? Nakuha ba?
Yes, ma'am.
Opo. Bakit? Okay, very good. Okay, another. Ano pa yung mga possible natin na makuhang factors?
14 times negative 2 po.
Okay, so we have 14 times negative 2. And again, yung kabaligtaran niya na negative naman si 14 at positive si 2. O, ano pa? Meron pa ba? Huwag niyong kinakalimutan yung times 1. Factor din yun. O, paano kung halimbawa negative 28 times positive?
Positive 1.
Okay, positive 1. And then, syempre, yung kabaligtaran din yan na positive 28 and then negative 1. Okay. Next step is to check the middle term. We have negative 3. Okay. Pag plus-plusin natin, tignan natin. Negative 7 plus 4.
11.
Anong nakuha?
Negative 3 po. Negative 3.
Negative 7 plus 4. We have negative 3. Okay. What about this one? Positive 7 minus 4.
Positive.
Positive 3.
Positive 3. What about this one? Positive 14 minus
Positive
2.
Positive
Positive
12 po.
Positive 12. Okay, next natin, negative 14 plus 2.
Negative 12.
Negative 12 po.
Negative 12. And then, negative 28 plus 1.
Negative 27 po.
Negative 27. And lastly, positive 28 minus 1.
Positive 27.
Positive 7. Okay. By checking our middle term, we have negative 3. Sino ngayon among the six na factors yung gagamitin natin?
Negative
Yung
7.
first term po.
Una po, ma'am.
Yung pinakauna. Okay, so since nakuha na natin, alam na natin na yung pinakauna, therefore, ilagay na lang natin dun sa sagot natin. So we have x minus 7 times x plus 4. And with that, that will now be our final answer. Okay, clear po ba? Question.
Wala po.
May tanong ba? Okay, naintindihan?
Apa. Yes po.
Okay. So, kung naintindihan, doon na tayo sa mas complicated. Okay? So, syempre, kung komplikado yun, mas complicated to. Actually, yung tinuro ko sa inyo, that is one way na ginagamit ko. Pero, kung ayaw nyo, pwede kayo mag-trial and error. Like, multiply kayo, try nyo lang, mag-FOIL method kayo. Kaya lang, mahaba-haba kasing oras yun. Unlike sa ganun, alam mo na kaagad kung ano yung strategy na gagawin nyo. Okay? So now here, this is the last topic for this module. Okay? Factoring a trinomial whose leading term coefficient is not 1. Not 1. Ibig sabihin, yung x squared natin, possible na meron na siyang katabi. Okay? At yung katabi niya na yan na a, that a is not equal to 1. Okay? Ibig sabihin, mas mataas na siya. Okay? So, let us have this. Meron tayo ditong susundan na formula. To factor out a trinomial whose leading term coefficient is not 1, follow the following steps. First, find the two terms. Find the two first terms. Yung first terms daw natin. Okay? Yung ginagawa natin kanina na x lang. Ngayon, meron na kasi siyang makakasama. And that first two terms, fx and hx, should be the product, yung product nun ay dapat equal sa first term ng trinomial natin. Meaning, ito ay equal daw dapat sa pinag-multiply na fx, hx. Like for example, this one, ax squared should be equal to fx times hx. Okay? And next naman daw natin, find two last terms. Yung last terms naman, which is si G and si J. At kapag daw yaan ay pinag-multiply, dapat equal yan sa last term ng trinomial natin, which is si C. So therefore, C should be equal to G times J. Okay? And lastly, ito, medyo mahaba. Consider all possible combinations in steps 1 and 2 until the sum of the outer product. When we say outer product, ay ito siya, yung parang sa FOIL method. So, si fx times j, okay, si fx times j ay kapag daw inad sa inner product natin. Okay? So, sa inner product natin, which is si G times HX, dapat daw equal yan kay DX. Okay? So, tignan natin. Let us have an example para mas maintindihan natin kung paano ba siyang nangyayari. So, given 5x squared plus 9x minus 2. Okay. Sabi sa atin, ax squared daw natin should be equal dun sa fx times hx. And our ax squared here is 5x squared. Okay, ano ba yung mga possible na maging factors ni 5x squared?
1 times 1.
5x squared. Ano yung kailangan natin i-multiply sa kanya?
5x
Ano yung pwede
5x
nating
plus
pag-multiplyin? Okay, very good. We have 5x times x. Kasi di ba pag pinag-plus natin, pinag-multiply natin yan, nagiging
5 squared.
5x
5x
squared. Nakuha ba?
Opo.
Okay, meron pa ba tayong other factors? Okay, may other factors pa ba tayo? Wala na, di ba? So, ibig sabihin, pwede na pala natin consider that yung 5x natin, ito na yung ating fx. Tapos, yung x natin, this is our hx. Okay, so mamaya, gagamitin natin siya. Now, next naman natin, find daw yung two last terms. And yung ating last terms is negative 2. So, we have negative 2. Okay, ano ngayon yung factors ng negative 2?
1 times 2. 1 negative 1 times 2.
We have negative 1 times positive
2.
2. And also, pwede rin na positive 1 times negative 2. Okay, so meron lang tayong dalawa. So, magta-trial and error na tayo. Try na natin. Kailangan na nating mapalabas ito, si bx. Okay. Sabi natin, bx daw should be equal doon sa pagbaplasin natin. Okay, let's say ngayon na itong mga nasa una, okay, yung unang factors natin, ito yung ating g. And then, yung nandito naman sa kanan na side, ito naman yung ating j. Okay, let's try first. Sabi natin, dapat daw tugma. Okay, ang ating middle term is positive 9x. So we have positive 9x should be equal daw sa fx. Ano na nga fx natin? We have 5x. Multiply daw kay j, na ang j natin ay positive 2. Dito muna tayo ha, sa una. 5x times positive 2 plus, okay, and then, yung g daw natin, na ang g natin is negative 1, multiplied by hx natin na x. Okay, simplifying this, 5x times 2. Anong makukuha?
10x.
10x po.
5x times 2, we have 10x. Okay, positive times negative 1. Positive times negative.
Negative x.
Negative x. Okay, so ibig sabihin minus x. O, lagyan natin 1. Baka malito kayo eh. Okay, now simplifying this. 9x is equal to 10x minus 1x.
9x po.
10x minus 1x. We have 9x. Nagtugma na ba siya?
Opo.
Yes po.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so kung nagtugma na yan, okay na yan. Huwag nyo nang itry yung pangalawa. Na, kasi, ibig sabihin, mali lang din yung makukuha nyo dyan. Okay, doon na lang tayo sa una para hindi na rin kumain ng oras pa. So therefore, ang atin na palang fx ay si 5x, ang hx daw natin is si x, si g natin is si negative 1, at si j natin is si positive 2. Meaning, using this formula, okay, ang gagawin na lang natin is to substitute. So we have, ang fx natin is 5x, and then, ang g natin is minus 1, multiplied by hx natin is si x, tapos, si j natin ay si positive 2, so we have plus 2. So therefore, this is now your final answer. Okay, any question?
Wala po.
Okay, naintindihan?
Opo.
Okay, sigurado.
Opo.
Opo kayo ha. Okay. So
Opo.
ito, meron pa tayong another example, pero ibigay ko sa inyo to for you to practice. Okay?
Yeah.
I-practice nyo, tignan nyo kung makukuha nyo siya. 15x squared minus x minus 6. Okay, try nyo naman. And then, don't worry, hindi yan assignment. Practice nyo lang. At ang magiging assignment nyo ngayon ay ito. C.1, check for understanding. O 15 minutes lang daw yan. Okay, so this is now your assignment. Long bond paper ulit. To be passed on Monday. August, ano ba sa Monday? August 12, 2024. Oh, dalawa lang yan. 1 and 2. Okay? So, any question with module number 6?
Wala po.
Wala po.
Okay.
Wala po,
proceed.
next po ng
Okay. So, let us proceed now to module number 7. Don't worry, yung module number 7 natin pahapyaw lang. Okay? Kasi yung iba dito, kailangan ituro ko siya ng face-to-face dahil gagamit tayo ng calculator. Mahirap kasi kapag ituturo ko siya nang hindi nyo ako kaharap, baka hindi nyo ma-type dun sa CalQ. Okay? So, sa Monday ay magdala ng sariling calculator and then ituturo ko kung paano siyang gamitin. Okay? So, here, module number 7 natin, our topic for today is roots of polynomials. Okay, so kanina nag-factoring tayo. Right after factoring, ay kinukuha na natin yung roots or meaning, kinukuha na natin yung values ng x. Okay, and our learning targets for today is to recognize the different methods for solving for the roots of a quadratic equation and solve for the roots of a quadratic equation by implementing the factoring method, quadratic formula, and calculator method. So, ang gagamitin lang natin for today is factoring method, and then quadratic and calculator method ay ituro ko during the face-to-face. Okay? So, punta na tayo kaagad dito. Saglit na lang to. Okay? So, dito na tayo, roots of polynomials. When we say roots of polynomials, ito na yung kukuhanin natin, yung values ni x. Okay? And then, before that, syempre, identify muna natin ilan ba yung values ni x. Okay? Mental. Okay. Ayan. Okay. Clear pa ba ako sa end nyo?
Ma'am, nawawala po kayo.
Okay. Pero ngayon, okay na? Actually, nagtigil ako kasi biglang nag-disconnect yung earphones. Pero
Okay na.
malinaw naman na. Okay, sige.
Opo.
Malinaw naman na. Okay. Alright. So, tuloy tayo. So, we have this Theorem 6.1, Fundamental Theorem of Algebra. So, this one, ito, ang sinasabi lang dito ay kailangan lang nating alamin kung ilan ba yung roots ng given polynomial. And when we say roots, yun yung ilan ba yung values ng x. Okay? But don't worry, ito yung pinakamadali. Yes? Okay, so ito yung pinakamadali. Kasi, when we say roots, para makuha natin roots, titignan lang natin ano ba yung highest exponent ng x. Okay? Highest exponent. Like for example, this one. Sabi sa atin, the given is x squared minus 4x plus 8. So dito, ano ang highest exponent ni x?
2 po.
po.
2. Okay. So therefore, you only have 2 roots. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, kung ano yung highest na exponent niya, yun yung value. Kung ilan din yung value ng ating roots ng ating x. Okay, what about this one? We have x raised to 5 minus 8x raised to 4 minus 3x cubed plus 2x minus 9. Ano ang highest exponent?
5 po.
5. So, since 5, we have now 5 roots. Okay? O, diba? Yun yung sinasabi sa inyo. Simple lang siya. Madali nyo lang siyang makukuha. And that will be the first fundamental theorem of algebra. And next naman natin is the theorem 6.2, which is the factor theorem. Okay. So, ito, actually, alam naman natin mag-factor, diba? So, since we already know how to factor out, dadagdagan lang natin ng isa pang step yun para lang makuha natin yung values. Kasi dito sa factor theorem natin, kukuhanin na natin yung values ng x. Okay? Ano-ano ba yung values ng x na yun? So, given the polynomial, kukuhanin lang natin yung kanyang factors. And then, after nun, yung lahat ng factors, i-equate lang natin siya kay 0. And then, solve for x na. Okay? So, for example tayo kaagad. Let's say this one, si letter A. Okay, for letter A natin, we have x squared plus x minus 6 is equal to 0. Okay. Una, sabi natin, tignan daw natin yung ating leading term. At ang leading term natin dito is x squared. Okay. May coefficient ba siya o wala?
Meron po.
Ano ang coefficient ni x squared?
1 po.
1. Okay. So, ibig sabihin, pwede natin gamitin yung general factoring method. Okay. So, ang una natin gagawin doon, again, i-check na natin yung ating constant. Ano yung constant natin? Ito ay negative
6.
6. Okay. Okay, so si negative 6, ano ba yung factors ni negative 6 para makuha si negative 6?
Negative 2 times positive 3.
We have negative 2 times positive 3. Ano pa? Baliktad. We have negative 6 times
Positive 2
positive 2
multiplied by
times
negative 3.
negative 3. Alright, very good. Ano pa?
Negative 1 multiplied by positive 6.
Okay, very good. We have negative 1 times positive 6. And lastly, we have
Positive 1 multiplied
positive
by
1 times negative 6. Okay. So, since nakuha na natin yung factor niya, okay, kuhanin naman natin ngayon yung sum ng factors. Okay, negative 2 plus 3.
positive 1.
Positive 1. Okay, next. Positive 2 minus 3.
Negative 1.
Negative 1. Okay, next. Negative 1 plus 6.
Positive 5.
Positive 5. And then, lastly, positive 1 minus 6.
Negative 5.
Negative 5. Okay, upon checking now our middle term, we have positive x. At kapag walang kasama si x, di ba, meron yang imaginary 1. Okay, so we have positive 1. Sino ngayon ang gagamitin natin na factor?
First term.
Yung ating nasa una. Okay. So therefore, our factor here is x minus 2 times x plus 3 is equal to 0. Okay, na-factor out na natin siya. At ngayon sabi ko, ang next step lang natin dito na idadagdag is that every factor ay i-equate lang daw natin siya kay 0. So una, ito, we have x minus 2 is equal to 0. And then, pangalawa naman natin ay x plus 3 is equal to 0. Okay? So now, transpose lang tayo. We have negative 2. Lilipat lang natin siya sa kanan. So therefore, maiwan si x is equal to 0. From negative, magiging
Plus positive. Positive 2.
positive 2. Okay, then simplifying this, x is equal to 0 plus 2. 0 plus 2 is equal to
Positive 2.
positive. Okay, positive 2. Next naman natin, okay, so ibig sabihin nakuha na natin yung una nating x. O, doon naman tayo sa pangalawa. Again, transpose lang tayo. Lipat lang natin si x. Okay, so we have x, malipat lang natin si positive 3. And then we have now x is equal to 0. Positive 3 magiging, okay, minus 3. Then, simplifying this, we have 0 minus 3 is equal to negative 3. Okay. So, ibig sabihin, meron tayong nakuhang values ngayon ng x natin which are 2 and negative 3. So pansinin natin sabi natin kanina, malalaman daw natin kung ilan yung roots kapag ano yung highest na exponent. Ano yung highest exponent natin dito?
2 po.
2. So therefore, ilan dapat yung values ng x natin?
Dalawa po.
Dalawa. Ilan nakuha natin?
Dalawa po.
Dalawa din. So, ibig sabihin, okay na yan. Pero, para ma-check nyo kung tama yung nakuhang sagot, okay, to check it, use that given polynomial. Ang polynomial natin is x squared plus x minus 6 is equal to 0. Magabay na lang dyan is to equate or substitute lang. Una, gamitin natin si 2. Substitute lang natin, we have 2 squared plus 2 minus 6 is equal to 0. Then, try natin. Okay, 2 squared. 2 squared is
4.
4. Tama ba? Okay, then plus 2 minus 6 is equal to 0. Okay, 4 plus 2.
6 po.
6. Then minus 6 is equal to 0. 6 minus 6 is
0 po.
0 is equal to 0. So, pareho sila. Okay, very good. So, ibig sabihin, tama yung nakuha natin na isa, which is yung x is equal to 2. Okay, try naman natin yung negative 3. Again, we have x squared minus 6. Gamitin lang natin si negative 3 squared plus negative 3. This should be equal to 0. Minus 6 is equal to 0. Okay, negative 3 squared. Ano ang makukuha ang sagot?
Negative, ay positive 9 po.
Positive 9. Okay, positive minus, positive times negative 3. Positive times negative 3. We have minus negative 3. Okay, then minus 6 is equal to 0. Okay, simplify this. 9 minus 3.
6 po.
9 minus 3 is 6. And minus 6 is equal to 0. Okay, 6 minus 6 is 0. 0. 0 is equal to 0. So, ibig sabihin, tama. Therefore, tama ang nakuha natin ng sagot, which are x is equal to 2 and x is equal to negative 3. Okay. Nakukuha ba? Naintindihan? Okay. So, any question with regards to this?
Wala po.
Wala. Okay. Naintindihan? Sigurado?
Sigurado po.
Additional example pa?
Ma'am.
Isa pa ba? Yes.
Ma'am.
Yes.
Si Benedict po,
Isa
may
na.
tanong. May tanong po si
Ano
Benedict.
yun? Sige, itanong yun na.
Wala po.
Ano talaga? Masabi na kayo. Ano talaga?
Si Eliza po may tanong.
Ma'am, nag-gets ko po. Nangaling ko. Okay na po, ma'am.
Sigurado. Okay. Gusto niyo pa ba ng another example?
Paano po pag may coefficient na po siyang kasama?
Okay. May coefficient. Tingnan natin. Ang gagawin nyo lang din kasi doon, basta nagpa-factor out kayo. Once na naka-factor nyo na siya, basta lagyan nyo lang din siya i-equate kay 0. Tapos, makukuha nyo na lahat ng values ng x. Paano kung halimbawa si x may kasama? Like for example, di ba kasi dito x minus 2. O paano kung halimbawa ang nakuha nyo 3x minus 2 is equal to 0? Paano nyo siya paano nyo makukuha yung value ni x? Diba? Lipat lang natin. Transpose it to magiging 3x is equal to 0 minus 2. Then, simplifying this, we have x is equal to negative. Yes, anak.
Hindi po ba magiging positive kasi po tin-transpose po?
Ay, oo nga, ano. Very good. Positive. Okay, positive 2. Okay, o paano ngayon? O, meron ka pang kasama, may kasama pang 3 si x. We have to divide both sides by
3.
3. Okay, para makuha natin ngayon, x is equal to 2/3. Okay, so para lang ngayon bumalik dun sa module number 2. Tama? Yung one variable, linear equation.
Opo.
Okay. So, ganun lang din siya. Ibig sabihin, yung mga topics talaga natin for this semester ay sunod-sunod lang siya. Nagagamit natin kahit yung mga nauna. Okay, so do you have questions?
Wala po.
Okay. So ito, meron pa ako dito kasi ituturo talaga. Actually, gusto ko sana siyang ituro ngayon. Kaya lang, kanina umaga, hindi ko rin siya tinuro. Since sabi ko nga, this quadratic formula ay formula-based kasi siya. And then, you're going to use calculators. And then, kapag gumamit kasi kayo ng calculator dito, hindi pa pwede na hindi ako kaharap. Baka kasi mamaya, mamali kayo ng mailagay. Okay, so ituturo ko din kasi sa inyo kung paano kayong mag-type. Okay, kasi baka mamaya meron kayong mga ginagamit na calculator na hindi ganun ka-latest yung model. Okay, so itinuturo ko din kasi kung paano gumamit ng calculator. So, mas maganda to kung face-to-face tayo. And lastly, ito ang pinakagusto ng mga estudyante ko pag nagtuturo na ako ng calculator techniques. Okay? Those values of x's, makukuha nyo lang din yan mismo sa calculator. Ang lalagay nyo lang doon ay yung mismong polynomial, yung given na yun. And then the rest, makukuha nyo na lahat ng values. Okay? So on Monday, don't forget to bring your calculators. Okay? Kasi gagamitin nyo yan. Ngayon, kung may magtatanong sa akin, ma'am, paano po yung walang calculus? I suggest, ngayon pa lang, mag-invest na kayo sa calculator. Kasi dahil calculator ay nagagamit mula ngayon hanggang sa mag-take kayo ng board exam. But when you by calculator, ang gamit ang hanapin ninyo ay yung possible na magamit sa board exam. Okay? Kasi baka mamaya, bibili kayo ngayon, latest model, yung pwede pang integral, pero pagdating naman ng board exam, hindi pwede. Kasi downgraded lahat ng mga pwedeng gamitin sa board exam. Magaan na naman kayo dyan. Mangangapa kayo kung paano bang gumamit ng calculator. Mas maganda, ngayon pa lang, ay magamay nyo na yung calculator na gagamitin nyo hanggang sa board exam. Okay? So, yun lang naman. Do you have any questions pa?
Wala po.
Okay. So, kung wala ng question, then I will be now stop sharing and pwede na kayo Okay. So, this is the fastest among my class for today. Pero at least, naintindihan niyo kung ano yung topic natin. And I am hoping na hindi lang naintindihan but rather may natutunan. Okay? So, yun lang. And goodbye, everyone. See you on Monday.
Thank you po, ma'am.
Okay, don't forget to
Bye,
time out,
ma'am.
ha? Bye, guys. Huwag niyo kalimutan mag-time out.
Thank you po, ma'am.
Right. Okay.
Thank you po, ma'am.
Ma'am, may tanong po ako.